Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. 1/3 scale B-17 Bally's bomber offered for sale. GAMA, NATA, and others applaud U.S. House passage of long-term FAA bill. And NBAA to honor aviation legend Sean Tucker. Hello, I'm Laura Hutson. It's September 28th, and this is Airborne Unlimited. One of the biggest hits of Oshkosh 2018 is potentially for sale. None other than the truly incredible Bally bomber. The 1/3 scale model B-17 that was displayed at AirVenture this year is being offered for sale by Jack Bally, the Vietnam veteran who built the aircraft over the past 20 years. According to the listing posted on the Courtesy Aircraft Sales website, Bally's bomber has been flown by only one pilot and has accumulated 55 hours total time on its airframe and engines. It was flown to AirVenture for the 2018 show and is certified by the FAA in the experimental category. The airplane is powered by 4 Herth F-30s, 4-cylinder engines producing 60 horsepower each, turning GSC systems custom wood propellers with metal hubs. The listing says that the owner Bally is accepting offers, though the potential price is unknown. After the break, Boeing MH-139 to replace U.S. Air Force UH-1N Huey fleet.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Learn more at sonicsaircraft.com.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, Airborne Unmanned, the AMA Drone Report, our website or podcast, just email to news-by@aero-news.net. With so much news coming at the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. Boeing will provide its MH-139 helicopter and related support to the U.S. Air Force to replace the more than 40-year-old UH-1N Huey helicopters used to protect America's intercontinental ballistic missile bases. The program is valued at $2.4 billion for up to 84 helicopters, training devices, and associated support equipment. A contractor filling a fuel storage tank for Atlantic Aviation, an FBO located on Aspen Airport, spilled more than 1,300 gallons of jet fuel on the ground because he failed to check the fuel level in the tank before filling it. Jonathan Jones, the general manager at Atlantic Aviation, said that his best guess as to how much fuel was spilled was about 1,325 gallons. America's next generation spaceplane is now available in stores, or at least a miniaturized version of the spacecraft. Toy maker Mattel has released a Sierra Nevada Corporation Dream Chaser spacecraft Matchbox toy. The toy is part of the Matchbox Skybusters line, which showcases America's best and most groundbreaking aircraft and spacecraft, including NASA's Space Shuttle. The Dream Chaser spacecraft is a reusable and versatile vehicle for low Earth orbit that is scheduled to service the International Space Station starting in late 2020 for NASA cargo missions. The first TBM 910 delivered to a Polish owner and operator has already attained the flight hour century mark since its December 2017 delivery, and has undergone the 100-hour standard inspection at DAR's TBM Service Center. This aircraft is TBM serial number 1215, flown by Roman Sobczak, a successful Polish businessman who is CEO of the Sokol fruit juice producer in Poland. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. The aviation alphabets are reacting to the House passage of the FAA reauthorization bill. GAMA applauded the House for passing legislation authorizing the programs of the FAA for 5 years and advancing key priorities for the general aviation manufacturing and maintenance industry. We are thrilled to see a long-term FAA reauthorization bill that will strengthen the general aviation industry, mandate needed reforms, and provide certainty for the entire aviation sector, said GAMA President and CEO Pete Bunce. We thank the House of Representatives and the bipartisan leadership of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee for their work on this important legislation. We encourage the U.S. Senate to pass the measure expeditiously. H.R. 302 authorizes the FAA through September 30th, 2023. NATA President Gary Dempsey added that the legislation contains many provisions that support the needs of the aviation business community, including regulatory consistency, safety provisions that improve the quality of Part 135 incident reporting data, and a call for a review of permissible flight sharing, and programs to promote the aviation workforce by supporting the next generation of aviation maintenance technicians. NATA is especially grateful for the inclusion of language that calls for a review and report of the illegal charter hotline and recommendations for improving the Department of Transportation's effort to combat the issue. After these messages, NBAA to honor aviation legend Sean Tucker.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
Welcome back. NBAA has announced that aviation legend and airshow performer Sean D. Tucker has been named the 2018 recipient of the Al Lucci Award for Humanitarian Leadership. The award will be presented during the October 16th Day 1 keynote at NBAA's Business Aviation Convention and Exposition, which runs October 16th to 18th in Orlando, Florida. The award recognizes Tucker and the Bob Hoover Academy, which Tucker co-founded in 2016 to inspire underprivileged youth through exposure to aviation. The Salinas, California-based Bob Hoover Academy, which Tucker co-founded with his son Eric, is a nonprofit corporation that seeks to inspire at-risk and underserved teens to engage in STEAM education and learn to fly. Students earn admission into the Hoover Academy flight training program by completing its extensive ground training curriculum. They work toward a solo flight and along the way, learn to become accountable to themselves and their teammates. Tucker began his airshow performance career in the mid-1970s and has won numerous aerobatic competitions, having flown more than 1,275 performances at more than 525 airshows worldwide, before more than 135 million fans. He has logged more than 20,000 hours flying time, which is equivalent to flying 24 hours a day for more than 2 years. Well, that's our program for today. Remember that Airborne Unlimited is streamed on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, alternating with Airborne Unmanned on Tuesday and the AMA Drone Report each Thursday. Additional breaking news bulletins may be posted for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.